Coming back 我刚刚提到 mind 可以 sense， 我们的 mind 可以 see, hear, smell, taste, act and think， 但是 what you perceive, you feel it is real, reality, but it may not be true, just like this one. The one that I played before, Michael Jackson was singing early last year, long after his death on the stage. And actually everything was made by 16 projectors. 就16根 projector 照在台上，然后就制造这种效果。So what you perceive, you think it is real, is a reality, but actually it's not true. This is one thing that I want to emphasize. The second thing is, all sentient beings have a mind, like this one. He was distracted by some sound, and they are going to a farm to pick the chestnuts.
只要继续往前走，就可以看到农场喽。没想到，眼前竟然出现一只凶恶的大狗。大狗突然开始狂吠。小庞因为害怕，根本就不敢继续往前走。结果，詹姆斯竟然自己先跑了过去，只剩小庞独自被留在原地。这时候，小庞，你在做什么啊？啊！居然躲在竹篮子里头。
He was peeping out of the basket. So every sentient being has a mind. They can feel, they feel scared, they can make reaction to that, and they can think, they can act. And what I said was, the important is I am not my thought. This was about a story of the Harvard neurologist who had a stroke one morning, and she had senses of like enormous energy around her, and her can feel that, and her melted into that enormous energy.
Propped up against the wall, and I looked down at my arm, and I realized that I can no longer define the boundaries of my body. I can't define where I begin and where I end, because the atoms and the molecules of my arm blended with the atoms and molecules of the wall, and all I could detect was this energy. And I'm asking myself, what is wrong with me? What is going on? And in that moment, my brain chatter, my left hemisphere brain chatter, went totally silent. Just like someone took a remote control and pushed the mute button. Total silence. And at first I was shocked to find myself inside of a silent mind. But then I was immediately captivated by the magnificence of the energy around me. And because I could no longer identify the boundaries of my body, I felt enormous and expansive. I felt at one with all the energy that was, and it was beautiful there.
That is how she described her sense during the morning of her stroke.
Propped up against
这个大概就是我要 present， 还有最后一个就是那位 that boy in Nepal who meditate for I think it's 10 months.
To follow him into the inner sanctum.
This is Discovery Channel.
Belongs to Kiku Buddhist monastery, which is in India, in Himachal Pradesh. And that monastery belongs to the Sakya tradition of Tibetan Buddhism.
Very little is known of Sakya, one of the four Buddhist traditions. Its leaders keep their teachings a closely guarded secret.
Buddha's teaching or our practice is not for your fame, not for your reputation, not to collect so many disciples. We usually don't expose much. We have another meditator. He has been doing this for the last 30 years. Today, his hairs are so long that he can't stretch down, so he put the small back hanged behind and then put all the hairs into that.
To endure solitary existence in extreme conditions, yogic techniques enable you to focus your mind over your body's suffering.
Obviously, if he's genuine, has to use some yogic techniques like feeding on the air, feeding on the breath. There are other techniques where you use a stone, a little stone that you put in your mouth and you feed on the stone. There are all those stories. They are documented in the literature.
So let's say the story of the boy who meditated for 10 months without eating and drinking. 这个大概就是我准备的 video. So this is simply to show you that it is achievable. It's achievable. It's not just a fancy story out of the planet. 它不是说地球以外的东西有的，我们身边就有很多人就有这种经验。That's about it. Thank you.
Dr. Lin, that was very nice, very inspiring, and I need to be an even better meditator so I can help more people out there. And now we move on to our interactive discussion, and that could last until 5 p.m. So of course, if you have any more questions you would like to ask Yang Wen and Dr. Lin, we can, after 5, move towards the lobby and sit there and continue for another hour. So if now I'd like to invite Yang Wen and Dr. Lin, please. So if you have, any questions you may have about today's topic, why we need to meditate, or anything you'd like to know, the master of mind training, Yang Wen can answer, and Ling Tsunro is the director of translational medicine. What is that exactly, Dr. Lin? Translational medicine. Can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, we develop new treatment. We convert what we found in the lab to the patient on the bedside. So it's a kind of from bench to the bedside, a clinical trial. We've been trying many new treatments for cancers.
Oh, I see. Okay, so anything related to that kind of medicine, you can ask. Okay. Oh, so yeah. So who would like to start? 如果有问题的话，也可以用中文提出，只是说我翻译比较有问题，所以黎博士可以帮你们翻译。对不起，林医师可以帮你们翻译，我讲错了。
不敢。